Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Houston Rockets. Houston has to feel pretty happy about their recent play. As good as they've been, they know this one won't be easy, trying to steal a road win against a very capable team. And both teams are up for this one. And you know, the shots will be dropping tonight with James Harden on the floor. What makes him so hard to guard, Shaq?
Well, you know, I've never been a shooter, but I've played with a lot of shooters and I've studied their shots. I am a doctor, Ernie. So in analyzing his shot, he has a very controlled release no matter how many hands are in his face. As soon as he crosses half court, he's a threat to pull up.
Ernie.
Shaq the Quack.
Ernie.
I like that one, Ernie.
What am I doing?
You're doing that James Harden
I'm stirring
thing.
the pot, baby.
Yeah.
I'm stirring the pot, baby. I'm stirring. But the moment he gets you off balance, he puts you on that island, and then it's over. And it's over. This guy.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? And our broadcast team tonight. Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
Well, it's always nice to come home. You're comfortable, you're excited, and certainly you have the fans there looking for you to bring your best basketball and get a win. And oftentimes, your fans can energize you when you're in your home building.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, the Gasol brothers, Pau and Mark, have a mutual love and respect that belies their sibling rivalry. Even as teammates playing for Spain, their battles in practice were legendary. Ricky Rubio said, "I've never seen two dudes fight that much, and then, after all of that, hug each other and be brothers." Mark said, "We enjoy competing at the highest level with each other. We challenge each other and push each other every day."
Great story, David. Thank you. Well, we're at the point in the season where some teams only have the draft lottery to look forward to. Kind of a sad state, but that's what they hang their hat on. Do you feel, Smitty, the current NBA draft lottery setup is a good one? Should they consider changes?
Yeah, I like it. The only thing is I don't like to see repeat teams 3-4 years in a row. I think some kind of penalty if you go 3 or 4 years with, you know, not being competitive, something has to be done there.
I like that, yeah. I get it for a couple of years in a row. You're trying to rebuild. You do it 3-4 years in a row. It's tough to watch.
It is.
Because they're just constantly treading water.
Yes.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Anderson is out there with Nene, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Memphis on defense. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
Knocking down every kind of shot imaginable. Hard to take them down when they are clicking like that.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Stolen by Beverly. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Harden against Allen. Gasol knocks it away. It's Allen on the wing. Wow, way off on that.
He's usually money from mid-range, but the defender got up in his shirt, took him out of rhythm.
Up again. Gasol with the rebound.
They just can't seem to get everyone on the same page offensively. 1 of 5 to start.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Off target from three-point range.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Nene, the screen. Ariza goes in. Another miss by Houston.
Because he's such an explosive force down low, the defense threw everything they had at him, and it worked.
Green dishes to Conley. The pass to Gasol. Taken away by Nene. Here's Ariza. Ariza with another miss.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
Allen passes to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Beverly. And that's good. Michael Conley for three. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love it whenever Conley launches one from way out there, big time.
Now Beverly. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
He's as consistent as they come on offense. It's really a luxury to have him on your team.
Here is Conley. James Harden picking up that last basket. There's Green with the three. A second chance effort. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had the clean block there, but the refs saw it differently, and they call the goaltend.
The Rockets trail. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Now, here is Harden. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Phoenix. Now here's Ennis. Ariza covering. Gasol. Anderson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Here's Conley. 9-point game his last outing. He dishes it to Green. All sorts of time. Green missing again.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Yeah, but he has to take that shot 10 out of 10 times. It was right there for him.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch four, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
That free throw good from Anderson. Harrison's checked in for Memphis. Both good from the line that time.
You have to respect the continuity and consistency of the Grizzlies. Since the beginning of the grit and grind era, 6 consecutive playoff appearances. That's second longest streak in the league, only to the San Antonio Spurs.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harden with it. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Over in the corner, Green. This one for three. Green missing again. And for a franchise that was once one of the NBA's worst, you can't take for granted the success the Grizzlies have enjoyed in recent years.
The first 15 years in this league, they had never won a playoff game. In the last 6 seasons, 27 playoff wins. It's not an NBA title, but it matters.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Houston moving it around. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Anderson's got 5 now.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Hey, let's see if this turns into a long-range shootout.
Down low. With the shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense, but last year there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Gasol. Drops one in from the wing.
Marc Gasol does an outstanding job of keeping the ball up so high, even when the defense is on him. He knows there's no way they will block his shot.
Now here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Another miss by Houston. Memphis trailing here. Here's Harrison. Pass to Allen. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
They are showing a lot of grit and grind, doing a nice job, both teams going back and forth at each other.
Shot from the inbound, and that one off the back of the rim and in. So timeout called. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Rockets. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And checking out Memphis, they're in 5th place.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Allen. Finished off the break.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rockets trailed by 3. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Green. And a switch here also for Houston. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. A 3 from Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Just goes to show you that these two teams are always at the top of their games when they go up against one another. Well, you ask his teammates, Marc Gasol is really the catalyst for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's the defensive anchor and also the focal point on the offensive end.
And no doubt, Gasol, the engine of this team, Steve, but he maintains a very humble demeanor, don't you think?
A star, but also you can label him as a great teammate. He stands up for his guys, he bonds with them, puts the team first. That's what you want from your best player.
Daniels, he's checked in for Memphis. Harrell, he's checked in for Houston. Decker comes in for Anderson. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And so many players in the NBA, Smitty, are passionate about giving back to their communities, lending a helping hand to that next person to help them reach their dreams. And I know it's a cause that's close to your heart. So why is this so important to players like yourself?
Boy, it's so important, Kevin, because I think in all walks of life, there's somebody that's helped you. And I had the opportunity to get a chance to help others, and I learned this from my parents, especially my mom. She was the foundation of our family and the community.
And I know one of the big contributions you made is back to your university up in East Lansing, Michigan State, with a huge donation that they are very thankful for.
Yeah, just the synergy I had with Michigan State, also my high school, being able to give back, and especially providing a scholarship for kids to get a chance to have a scholarship to attend Michigan State University.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Zach Randolph. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Martin's checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Brewer's checked in. Here's Beverly looking for his first basket still in this one. Brewer's shot is off.
He got the space he needed, but just blew the layup. It hurts me to see points lost like that.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. And the three off target.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from three.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
David Fizdale gets a chance to get the Memphis job. He's been Spoelstra's lead assistant for a while. His name has been floating around in the coaching ranks for a long time. Happy to see him get that job.
And with Fizdale, a bright young coach, you're getting a coach who has been a part of multiple championships in Miami. That is why the Grizzlies went out and sought his leadership.
Well, a lot of former players vouch for David Fizdale. He is a coach that relates very well with players, and he developed players. I think he's going to be a fantastic fit for the Grizzlies.
He doesn't get the second one. Memphis leading. Here's Daniels. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Here's Brewer. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open for one of his favorite spots.
And that one's good, Harrison. Rockets trail by 5. And here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Tipped away. And it's Memphis on the break. And that one's good, Harrison. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
It's as if the defense just let it go.
I think, you know what? He sniffed out the opportunity on the break. That's called cherry picking.
Beverly dishes to Gordon. No good off the front iron.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Houston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Decker kicks to Beverly. The feed to Harrell.
Well, he certainly came out swinging. Only the first period, he's already picked up 2 fouls. Might need to ease up a bit now.
Rockets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Grizzlies, with quality play, Steve, over the years in their front court and at the point guard position, they've struggled to find the long-term starters, however, on the wing.
Especially on the offensive end. It's been a rotating cast. Tayshaun Prince, Jeff Green, Courtney Lee, Vince Carter, Matt Barnes, Lance Stevenson, and the list goes on and on. They need guys who can score from the wing position.
There's Harrison. He has 5. Carter kicks to Daniels. Carter, the pass to Martin. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Martin's got his first bucket in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They set the pick. Here's Brewer, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
Harrison passes to Carter. He kicks it to Randolph. Memphis moving it around. Turn around Jay. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Even though those guys come off the pine, they are still expected to produce, and they often do a phenomenal job at stepping up.
And it's Carter missing. Rockets trail by 5. Feeds it to Decker. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Puts up a 3. Brewer's shot is off.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Randolph a screen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Now here's Harrell. D right on him. The dish to Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. The Rockets again can't hit. Martin. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
Defense really their identity. That's how they win. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
And they really are just giving them no breathing room out there. They have completely flustered them and set the pace of this game in their favor.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Anderson is out there with Nene. Then it's Harden. Then there's Gordon. And it's McDaniels in at the 2. Here's Gordon. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Gordon's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Houston. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now Conley. He feeds it to Green. Now here's Ennis. Kicks to Randolph. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside Gordon. Dishes to Anderson. Back to Gordon. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Conley dishes to Ennis. Randolph kicks to Allen. Randolph a screen. To the paint. Green, the pass to Ennis. Green with a screen for Conley. Here's Ennis. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Ennis has got 7 points in the game.
You afford to leave one of Conley's teammates wide open, he will make you pay.
Mike Conley steady and reliable, Steve, at that point guard position.
Well, they call him a true point guard, and the reason why, he can score, he can defend, he can distribute, and he's a leader on the team. He's a throwback from the old point guards back in the day.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
Now here is Conley. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Nice shot by Randolph.
And the defense has no answer for Zach Randolph. When he gets that deep inside, he just excels at scoring over them.
Nene, the screen. Harden kicks to Nene. Fires from 14. Good on the jump shot.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
That's his shot. And with his size, even the defense up on him, they're still not going to be able to block it.
Green dishes to Randolph. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And in his heyday, Zach Randolph averaged 20 points and 12 rebounds. Stevie's getting up there in age, but still a player to reckon with.
Yeah, it's funny. His nickname, we call him first name 20, last name 10. That's for double doubles. And he's one of those players that great position rebounder, can score down on the block, gives you an effort on the defensive end. But what he does is give you a guy that you can throw the ball in, settle your offense, and he can get a bucket. As you look at Zach Randolph, 14 seasons under his belt, half of them with the Grizzlies. He's bounced around, but he has found a home in Memphis. They love him.
Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And the Grizzlies last season experimenting with bringing Randolph off the bench to try to get more spacing.
Well, you know what? He was a pro about it. He did not complain, whatever it takes to win. He ended up getting plenty of action down the stretch with all the injuries.
That one a little long.
And surprisingly couldn't connect. That's a high percentage a look as he's going to get.
To the middle. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, over the years, Zach Randolph has proven to be the perfect leader. He commands respect, and he gets it from his teammates.
Well, great to see. Wasn't it, GA? Mike Conley remain with the Memphis Grizzlies, the team that drafted him, developed him, and with that ball club, with that culture there, he's developed into one of the best point guards in the league.
Yeah, and there was a lot of speculation that he was as good as gone. He said he wanted to see what other moves they'd make to improve, but he was pleased with their summer in the draft as well as free agency. And, of course, his 5-year, $153 million contract, the richest in NBA history.
And Randolph drops them both.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Harden kicks to McDaniels. Green against Anderson. Passes to McDaniels. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, point guard Mike Conley has been a lefty-dominant player his whole career, but off the court, he's actually right-handed. He first picked up a ball at 13 months of age, and he said, "I just did it with my left hand for some reason, and ever since then, my mind felt it was left-handed when it came to basketball." Kevin?
Thanks, DA. Similar to Greg Monroe. And for a team with as much talent as the Rockets have had over the last few seasons, the results have been pretty mixed.
Yeah, and look at the club's recent rosters. I mean, they've been filled with a couple mega stars and then everyone else. At some point, you have to look past all the individual stuff and make the commitment as a team to play for each other. Unselfish, fundamental basketball.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Rockets. Good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Harden against Conley. To the paint. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
The turnaround. Nice shot by Randolph. Randolph's got 8 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Harden with it. Anderson the screen. Harden kicks to Anderson. Offline with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Conley the pass to Randall. The rebound by Anderson.
Had the layup, no one really contested him. Missed opportunity.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Conley kicks to Green. Pass to Randall. Anderson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Marc Gasol is checked in for Zach Randolph. Five to shoot. Shoots from 12. Here's Gasol. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
It's not easy to box out Gasol. He's very good at using his length to track down second chance opportunities.
It's stolen by Allen. And stolen by Harrell. Harden with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Ennis dishes to Conley. Inside, and so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Conley. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Now here's Gasol. A 38-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them. And after hitting only 1 3 in the first quarter, he has none here in the second.
Harden gets to Ariza. Here's Harden on the wing. Over by Conley. Houston moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Shoots off the step back. Another miss by Houston. The Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Gasol passes to Ennis. Green the screen. Ennis dishes to Allen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Tony Allen, and I know best, calling one of his games. He motioned over to us at the table, letting us know he was first team all defense, one of the best perimeter defenders we have in this league.
And Tony Allen takes up all your airspace as Evie's just suffocating.
A lot of guys play defense, but Tony Allen, like you said, he wants to get right in your airspace. He forces a lot of turnovers, and he's never shy about making some contact. He was voted the toughest player in the league by a survey of the GMs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jarrell Martin comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Carter in for James Ennis. The Rockets also changing it up. Decker comes in for Anderson, and it's Brewer in for KJ McDaniels. And Allen drops them both. And year after year, great young talent entering the NBA. Steve, when you look at the rookies and the younger players, which ones do you think have a chance to really be special players?
You know, Karl Anthony Towns, I think that's the obvious. Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine, but I think also a guy like Jabari Parker. He's had some injuries, but he has a chance to be special as well. And I love Devin Booker. You're talking about the Splash Brothers.
I do too.
You can kind of put him in. He can be in that range and that family of being able to splash it.
The first 3 names you mentioned, all Timberwolves.
Oh, okay.
That's a team to watch, obviously, with young talent like that.
For sure.
Here is Harden. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got his third basket of the night right there.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Daniels with it. Now defended by Decker. Daniels kicks to Martin.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And Jarrell Martin, the 25th overall pick in the 2015 draft out of LSU. He was a country kid growing up in Louisiana.
Well, he started basketball late. He ran track and field. He played football. And it wasn't until his junior year in high school that the basketball coach brought him in. A quick study, and you can see the results right now. So he still has some time to improve.
Free throw good, Martin. Harrison's checked in for Memphis. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And the Grizzlies with one of the most established team identities in league history. You think of the Showtime Lakers, the bad boy Pistons. For the Grizzlies, they had that great call sign. It's grit and grind, and so true.
Tony Allen coined the phrase way back in 2011. It comes to define this team's brand and its style of play. Toughness and heart. They have that lunch pail mentality.
Here's Ariza. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
Daniels passes to Carter. Martin dishes to Carter. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. Rockets trail by 4. And here's Beverly. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Ariza with another miss. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Carter outside. Lets it go from 14. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Carter. And now a 6-point Memphis lead. And Beverly kicks to Brewer. Here's Decker. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Harrison. 9 points last game out. Outside Gasol. 6 to shoot. Carter outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Got a piece of it. And Decker slams it in.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
There's Harrison. He has 5. The pass to Gasol. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Grizzlies have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And so Martin nails both of them. A lot of great shooters in the league with that high rainbow arc. The studies show it helps. You get more of the rim to shoot at than coming in from an angle. Steve, you were learning to shoot, of course, at one time in your career. Was getting a high arc on your shot something you were taught?
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, though, Kevin, some guys have too much of a high arc, and I think it hurts them. I think you got to get the right balance. You got to stay in the gym, watch video, and get a chance to just get a good rhythm. Because on some shots closer in, you don't want to shoot it that high. You just got to get a measurement on where you're at on the floor at all times.
Interesting, too. There are very few guys whose jump shot all look alike. They're all different in some ways. Do you think?
It is.
Yeah.
I think guys do get in trouble if you don't have enough arc. But I think some guys have higher, some guys have it right in the middle. It depends on the shot and where you're taking it from.
And the quickness of the release.
Yes.
I mean, there's so much built into this. And so it's Memphis with it after Eric Gordon's miss.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
That's a 2 from Martin. Wow, way off on that one. Houston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Memphis trailing here. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Harrison passes to Gasol. Carter dishes to Gasol. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harrell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beverly wide open. That 3 off the mark. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Harrison passes to Daniels. Martin with a screen on Gordon. Daniels, no good. The Rockets shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% for the field. Pass to Decker on the wing. Brewer. He dishes it to Decker. Now the feed to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Beverly. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Daniels passes to Harrison. He kicks to Gasol. Looking to end the drought. No good on that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here once again, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point, and now here they are sitting on a 1-point halftime lead. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box out, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back to Memphis, the birthplace of rock and roll, located right alongside the Mississippi River. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What can you say? Sam Decker, an impressive effort here today.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him. Single coverage will not get it done.
The Grizzlies shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Conley and Allen working once again together in the backcourt. Ennis out there with Green, and it's Gasol, and at the pivot, manning the middle. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half. Allen kicks to Gasol. Back to Allen. Conley with the three. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Now Harden. Nene with the screen on Allen. Here's Harden. The kick out to Anderson. No good on the three. Anderson's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Feeds it to Ennis. To the inside. Gasol. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Gasol's got the first field goal of the second half for the Grizzlies. Here's Ariza. Great tee that time from Green.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Gasol is so skilled at completing these and-one opportunities. You have to really wrap him up if you want to prevent him from draining the shot.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And that one falls for Marc Gasol. Rockets trail by 4. Now here's Harden. He has 7. And it's Harrell missing.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Outside Conley. Gasol, a screen on Beverly. Conley's shot is off. For Houston, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Harden. The Rockets with another miss.
They can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 already to start the third.
And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Beverly. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Conley with it. Allen outside. Dish now to Gasol. 11 feet away. Gasol missing again.
You love the closeout on that possession.
I love it because you don't give up on the play. Just that little contest bothered his shot.
Now here's Ariza. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Conley following the score by Trevor Ariza. Here's Gasol. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Gasol's got 15.
Whether it's Gasol's post-up game or jump shot, he fills it up in a hurry. He can score from so many angles.
They retain possession. Back to Ariza. Anderson kicks to Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. He gets that one. Harrell's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
He also understands better than most how to use angles, and that was the reason why.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies are starting to show their age a little bit. Last season was an example of that, but they still have that throwback style of play that's hard to gauge. Marc Gasol said, the game is evolving, and we as players and as a team have to evolve. You have to change things and adjust. You need tweaks and counters from game to game and year to year. Kevin?
All right, DA, they know they needed more shooting. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, when you have injuries, they create opportunities, and JaMychal Green took advantage of this. Here's a guy that's played in the D-League and in France, but he's had pretty much, I would say, in 2016, a breakout season for him.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Randolph is checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. McDaniels checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both. And Green played mostly in the paint in Alabama, but he's showing Steve he can shoot with range here in the pros.
Well, Jermichael is adding that. Very long, has a lot of athleticism, but the one thing you love about him, his face-up game is getting better and better.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Now, here's Green. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Green against Ariza. He feeds it to Beverly. Kicks it to McDaniels. Dishes it to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Harden inside the three-point line, and they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Patrick Beverly. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's averaging 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Green, the screen. Outside Conley. Another miss by Conley.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's McDaniels off the left rim and out. Grizzlies have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Ennis dishes to Conley. Randolph, a screen on Beverly. Conley, the pass to Randolph. Fires from deep. Again, Conley missing.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
You know, offense is about rhythm. He has lacked rhythm in this entire quarter.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Houston, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
The free throw drops from McDaniels. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And so he makes both from the line. That's tipped. Here's Harden on the wing. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Harden's got 9 points. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And here is Conley. Passes it to Green. To the paint. Here's Ariza. Anderson kicks to Harden. Shot by Gordon, wide open. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Randolph, a screen on Harden. Shot to stop the run. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 5.
I like when Mike Conley mixes it up with the mid-range jumper. The defense has to respect his range from there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Conley. He has 5. Outside Randolph. Down low. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Trevor Ariza 4th.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
You've got to love the journey Jermichael Green has taken to get into the league, really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Vince Carter, he's checked in for James Ennis, and it's Troy Daniels in for Allen. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson, and Decker subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And he sinks the second. Rockets leading by 4. Stolen by Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break, and Green slams it in.
But what about the athletic ability of Green? A real powerhouse who just knows how to bring the hammer down.
Al Harden, he's got 9. Pass to McDaniels. The 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Randolph. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Randolph's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Randolph. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Conley kicks to Randolph. Stolen by McDaniels. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Lumper. Kept alive by Houston. And the shot's good from Nene.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now here is Conley. He's got 5. Randolph dishes to Daniels. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Nene. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Ryan Anderson is checked in for Houston. Brewer comes in for McDaniels.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jarrell Martin comes in for Green, and it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. He's perfect from the line this time. Here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. The pass to Decker. Back to Harden. Anderson with the screen for Harden. Brewer's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Martin for 3. The rebound by Harden. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Pass to Gordon. Back to Harden. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Memphis. For the lead. And it's Martin missing.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here is Daniels. The Rockets making the shot. The feed to Martin. Here's Carter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Vince Carter. He hits both from the stripe. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Gordon for three. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
Left side, Gordon. And the shot goes down. Gordon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
On the wing, Daniels, defended by Gordon. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Penalty situation. At the line for your Grizzlies. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Daniels. And Memphis making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Both free throws good from Daniels. 1:16 left to play in the third. Gordon the pass to Brewer. Anderson against Gasol. They set the pick. Gordon for three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Grizzlies.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
.59 seconds left to play here in the third. Harden outside. Decker with a screen for Harden. Gasol with the steal. Here's Daniels, defended by Gordon. Martin, the shot's good on the assist by Daniels. 7 points for Martin.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
You got to be physical. Push him off the block. Get him off the spot.
Stolen by Decker. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Anderson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And he can't get the first one. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. He hits the second from the line. We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Harrison. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Gasol. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Memphis out in front, leading by just 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Beverly. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Gordon. Anderson is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Brewer in at the small forward. Now here is Conley. He kicks to Daniels. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal. But maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done.
Here's Beverly. Here's Brewer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brewer's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Houston. Memphis trailing here. Here's Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Here's Ariza. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And Trevor Ariza, one of the more consistent 3-and-D wings. Seems like he puts up pretty much the same numbers, Greg, every season.
Yeah, Kevin, a little bit of what you see is what you get. The difference I saw in him last year, though, although subtle, was the dip in number of assists and rebounds. And one thing Ariza has to guard against is getting too comfortable floating to that three-point line.
Green, he's checked in for Memphis. James Ennis comes in for Troy Daniels. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Gasol up top. Jacks up a three. Gasol missing again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Allen. Outside Conley. Gasol, a screen on Beverly. Off the screen. Not going to go that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. It's stolen by Green. Memphis moving that ball around. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And back in 2013, Marc Gasol winning Defensive Player of the Year. See, one of the more controversial award winners, but he is a very valuable defender, as we all know.
Yeah, the reason why you look for guys who win this award, that they get a lot of steals, they block shots, they're very athletic. Well, Marc Gasol is just a smart defender. Not going to block a lot of shots, but he's going to be in the right place at the right time, and he's an outstanding communicator on that back line for the Grizzlies.
Houston making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. And he sinks the second.
You know, the former second-round pick, Marc Gasol, one of the most dominant centers we have in this game.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Gordon kicks to Anderson. From 13. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Green, the screen. Conley up top, defended by Beverly. Puts one up from 19. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Marc Gasol.
Gasol looks so smooth on these jumpers. He has practiced this shot time and time again.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Ariza with the bucket.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Allen kicks to Green, and Green slams it in.
He really knows how to get up and fight for rebounds and challenge the defense with his athleticism.
Feeds it to Anderson. There's the the screen. Anderson the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. It's not going to go for him. It's his sixth miss. He's 5 for 11. Outside, Green. Back to Conley. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. No good. That would have tied it. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here is Conley. Allen outside. Gasol dishes to Conley. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
Beverly the pass to Gordon. Inside to stop the run. No good off the back of the rim.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
And that kind of tier of defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint. Really good shooting night for him, doing everything he can to help his team stretch this lead.
Ariza outside. They set the screen. Lock at 6. The dish to Gordon. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. This is Ennis. Outside Conley. Outside Gasol. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. The Rockets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Anderson the screen. Back to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Gasol. They get it again. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What outstanding concentration from Mike Conley, burying the shot despite the harm.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. Rockets trailed by 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Anderson against Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Stolen by Conley.
Yeah, you've got to avoid those kinds of turnovers.
Gasol on the high post. Conley kicks to Gasol. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Gasol with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ariza kicks to Beverly. Harrell. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
The reason why, he has such a great touch. You got to have that shot inside with the big guys.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Green, and that one misses. Right side, Conley. To the inside, and finished off by Gasol.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
There's the pick. Beverly dishes to Harrell. Makes it off the glass. Harrell's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, great post position. That's going to be key here in crunch time.
No doubt. As close as this game is, I think it's going to come down to which team controls the paint down the stretch.
Now here's Gasol. The jump hook, Randolph. And the second chance effort by Randolph. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Zach Randolph is just relentless on the glass. One of the best offensive rebounders we have in the game.
Beverly the pass to Anderson. Harden with the three. And another three for Houston.
Add another triple to their second half total.
3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball. That's what we're hearing in the second half.
Randolph a screen. Conley kicks to Gasol. Randolph against Anderson, and it's good. Caught through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
What control by Randolph. A true legend at getting the hoop plus the harm.
James Harden, he's checked in for Gordon.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Harden with it. And it's Anderson atop the key. No good on the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Allen dishes to Randolph. Back to Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Harden. Anderson a screen on Allen. Layup off the pick. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Anderson.
His soft touch from the line is rare for a big man.
Ennis sets the screen for Conley. To the middle, here's Gasol, and Gasol with the dunk.
And that's exactly what Conley is out there to do. Love how he sets his teammates up.
Allen against Harden. To the paint, it's tipped. Gasol with the steal. Conley against Beverly. Kicks it to Randolph. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now a timeout called by Houston.
You can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
Opposition is just having their way with them down low, and he wants to put a stop to that.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Now, here's Beverly. He feeds it to Harrell. and it comes off the front of the rim.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Conley, the pass to Randall. The feed to Ennis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
James Ennis. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Ennis drops them both. Rockets trail by 12. Harden kicks to Harrell. The Rockets with another miss.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
Now here's Randolph. Comes up empty, 7 for 15 with that miss. And Beverly kicks to Harden from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
I mean, these are daggers. When you start hitting threes in the fourth quarter, it really deflates the other team.
Passes it to Randall. The turnaround jumper. Randolph missing again. Houston now, time running out. Beverly dishes to Harden. Back to Beverly. Anderson the screen. Harden right side. Lets the three fly. Houston gets it back. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Way to attack there and
Shots,
create the contact.
2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. Harden hits them both. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the Grizzlies leading by 7. Now Conley. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Allen passes to Gasol. 5 on the clock.
And really, Gasol is so talented at using his 7'1" frame to draw contact. Defenders sometimes have no other choice but to whack him.
Shooting for Memphis. Marc Gasol. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Anderson the screen. Harden kicks to Beverly. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, no one's scoring off that screen. That was terrible.
Pass to Allen. Here's Randolph. The rebound by Harden. The pass to Harrell. Puts it up from 12. The shot comes out, and Memphis the other way now. Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Houston.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
Allen dishes to Conley. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Zach. Congrats on the win. How are you guys clicking and coming together at the defensive end?
We just talk. That's what we hang our hat on, is the defensive end. We're a defensive team. And when everybody clicking and working together, talking on defensive end, and making us a much better team.
Really looked like you were connected at that end, Zach. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol. There was obviously some discussion at halftime about how to get him more involved. He completely dominated the second half.
Defensively, there are very few players as skilled as Marc Gasol. But it was more than just the defense tonight. This was a showcase of all the tools that Gasol has at his disposal. He played in the paint, and that was the factor.
Man, he took his game to another level tonight. He wasn't hanging in the background. He was their alpha dog. And he got the crowd going wild.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.